Formal interviews have taken place at the NFL Combine. Medicals, measurements. I'm really excited. This pause, but like, I want to see if Shamar Stewart is as advertised. He's 6'6", 290. That's fucking insane. But I have a list of formal interviews with the Detroit Lions. Give me your, I guess, opinion of the matter. Oh, shout out. Good grab.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, I read.
Okay.
I dabble.
Number 1, Mike Green.
Like that.
Edge rusher for Marshall. We didn't think this was going to be a thing.
I want it.
A little bit of a lighter than what they're used to.
Yeah.
And he may be gone early as well.
I mean, maybe that means they're having thoughts about trading up to get him, but he's not going to be there at 28. He's not going to make it out of the top 15.
I want to say this too, because I know some people look at these interviews, or some of the beat reporters, I think they grow tired of hearing other people ask, hey, did you interview with this team? Did you interview with that team? I know Justin Rogers is one of them, but like, that is prevalent information.
Yes.
Because how many times have we watched behind the or inside the den, and there's the Jameson Williams cut, the Aiden Hutchinson cut, Sam Laporta cut, Brian Branch cut, Jack Campbell. Like they draft guys they interview.
Yep.
And you're only going to interview a guy that you are interested in. So if it's not even that specific person, it at least is that build, that type that you know they're willing to look into.
Unless you're Bob Quinn, and then you draft only guys that you didn't interview.
What an idiot, dude.
I did the most research on this guy. We didn't even interview him. It's all right. I know him.
You know that video we were watching, the guy opening the beer? Like, that was Bob Quinn bringing the baseball bat to the fucking draft room.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking, look at me, everybody. What a nerd, dude.
Definitely.
Pull that list back up, if you don't mind, Chris.
Gotcha.
I'll just jump in. Jihad Campbell, linebacker out of Alabama, interview with the Detroit Lions. Reaction to that one, Spinny.
I like that. I like it a lot. I'll tell you what. I like Jihad Campbell. We'll see how much I like him later. But we've talked about him before. And this is a guy that would be an immediate starter on this team. There are not a lot of positions on this roster that need to be filled. That is one of them, and it just so happens that he went to Alabama, which we know Brad likes. It just so happens that he's one of the most versatile defenders in the draft, which we know Brad likes. He can defend the run. He can defend the pass. He can rush the quarterback. He can really do anything you need him to do out there at linebacker or edge. He is a guy that is a freak athlete. Like, his sideline-to-sideline stuff is off the charts. He is going to blow up the combine, which is why I don't know if he'll be there for the Lions at 28. The more I look at him, the more I'm like, all right, this guy might go sooner than that. But he is an elite athlete and just a versatile player. I think he would be a home run if they got him in the first round.
I definitely think it's a possibility that he does go early, but I also think it's more likely he's available for us simply because this draft class, we heard Brad Holmes say it the other day, it's deep.
Deep.
Shit's deeper than deep.
Deeper than telekinesis.
Deeper than Adam Levine or Divine getting that job interview.
Deeper than your sister dying and you telling your nieces.
But we've talked about it. The defensive class, probably the best defensive class has been in a minute. I think the running back class is crazy. I think we might see 2 running backs in this first round. Amari Hampton, I think, is a dog. Obviously, the edge class we're talking about, too.
Love that edge.
And if guys are going positional value, if Jeff's GM and teams, then Jihad Campbell might be there for you at 28. And I think that's a fucking absolute steal.
Could scare away some of these oil money guys in the front office. Jihad?
Jihad?
You want me to draft a guy named Jihad? No,
last name Campbell, though.
Last name Campbell, first name Jihad.
First name Greatest.
I think this kid's going to be so good, man.
Jerry already took Ezekiel, so it might be in the clear first.
It's true.
Jerry.
Ezekiel ain't that bad, is it?
No. That's more of Amish than it is.
I think that one's in the Bible, ain't it?
Ezekiel is in the Bible for sure.
Maybe that's
6'3", 244 pounds. He's an off-ball edge. So I think that fulfills some of the people, too, that also want somebody to get after the quarterback. Obviously, can drop back in the coverage, and he played that everywhere. He kind of Micah Parsons, I guess. And I'm not telling you he's going to be Micah Parsons, but I'm talking about for what he was at Alabama. Sometimes he's middle linebacker. Sometimes he's off-ball. Sometimes he's on the line.
Comp.
Like, he is – that's his comp?
I mean, for me, like, when you look at what he does well, what he was asked to do in college, like,
I've read
super mega Derek Barnes is what you can expect.
Yeah.
And that's kind of close to what Micah Parsons
drop a little LeBron juice and Derek Barnes, get your little Jihad, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like, it just makes sense. The drafting pattern of Brad Holmes, what he likes to do, the players he likes to draft,
Your
if
new
he's
defensive
there,
coordinator, linebacker coach.
Anzalone, who knows his? Obviously, he knows immediate future, but going forward, what is he going to be? Are you going to extend him? This makes a lot of sense to me, personally.
I would love it. I think this would be a home run pick at 28, especially if you're going BPA. A pro comp for Jihad Campbell, Spinny. Fred Warner. Campbell shares Warner's rangy athleticism, coverage instincts, and ability to impact all three downs. Though he's not yet as polished in reading complex offenses, his edge rushing flashes add a twist akin to a young Hassan Reddick. That's actually insane.
I mean,
your
your comp being Hassan Reddick mixed with Fred Warner, like
that's insane.
sounds pretty good to me. There
sounds like your mom and dad was fucking LeBron James and Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Jesus, Nick, what are your reactions?
He's a freak, dude.
He is, and you can tell he's like his energy is. You see it off the tape.
Dan Campbell guy.
Dan Campbell guy.
Brad Holmes loves the Bama boys, dude. Like
Last time Spinny called out Dan Campbell guy, he was correct.
and his last name was also Campbell,
Just saying.
And he was also a linebacker.
and
Nick-
he was also a linebacker.
What are your reactions to both Mike Green and Jihad Campbell? Because we didn't go to you on the Mike Green stuff. I apologize.
Love them both. From the sounds of the Jihad Campbell, I'm not as high on going linebacker here, but if I'm hearing Micah Parsons, All-Pro, and Fred Warner, All-Pro. I mean, what are we doing here, fellas? You guys got to calm down just a little bit on this guy.
His kid's
Yeah.
one
You
of the
guys
best-
just come back to Micah
I read
Parsons
that one. I
and
read
Fred
that one.
Warner?
He's one of the best.
Are we serious?
He's one of the best prospects in the draft. Like
This
straight
guy
off of
sounds
who
like
he
a
is.
Hall of Famer already. Sign me up. Why is he getting past one in the draft here?
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's positional. Like
I mean, I'm down for it. Don't
I
get
think
me
the
wrong.
kid's gonna be special, dude. I really do.
I'm just saying, pump the brakes a little
Yeah, who
bit
wrote
here.
that article that comped him to Fred Warner mixed with Hassan Reddick?
I have to pull it back
Spencer
up.
Raxer.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I saw you on getting active on Twitter, and a guy you quote tweeted was Terrion Arnold.
Yes.
And Jihad Campbell talked about his relationship with Terrion Arnold. He talked to him about how the Detroit Lions operate. I'm sure he's giving him tips on how to operate within that interview. He may have set himself up to be drafted by the Detroit Lions. And if Terrion likes him, I think it's more than a buddy buddy thing. I think it's like, let's go get
He's
a dog. Yeah.
He is a dog, dude. Like this is, it's such a Brad Holmes pick. This would be it would surprise me in the absolute least if he got Jihad Campbell. The guy is a freak.
Freak a leak. Nick, where you at with Mike Green?
I want it. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, there's some
I want
stuff-
him. I think he produces, obviously, Mike Green. I've heard the stuff that was at the
Yeah,
off
SA.
the field SA.
But
it got declined.
exactly. He talked about it
yeah.
today. He wasn't charged with anything. If it were anything of substance, you would know about it.
And they intervied him, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So they not concerning to the Lions. They wanted to get in
Jalen
the room
Carter
with the guy.
too, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't know.
Oh,
Look
did
it
they?
up. I'm curious now.
Yeah,
And the thing too about Mike Green,
Didn't they say it was interesting when they interviewed him?
No, they said it was interesting about something. his
they
teammate
interviewed
told
one of
him.
his teammates. His teammates had something interesting to say.
Oh yeah.
But to Mike Green stuff, a lot of people are like freaking out. Oh, he went to Marshall, which I hate when people label a player's ceiling or abilities off of where they went to
They
college.
did visit with Jalen Carter.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, DeMarcus Ware went to Troy, ended up being like one of the best edge rushers, at least in my lifetime.
Yep.
Khalil Mack went to Buffalo, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you,
Not worried about
Dogs
that.
are dogs.
yeah. If you got it on tape, that's the biggest thing for me. If you got it on tape, I don't give a fuck about college production. Don't come, and he has it, by the way, too. He has everything: the tape, the production. Don't come to me though with some fucking, no disrespect to anybody that wants this, but Jack Sawyer. And look at the sacks, look at the sacks. When you put on the tape, he's stiff as a fucking board.
Stiff as a
He's
board.
going unblocked on some of these things. I'm not telling you he's gonna be bad. I think he's gonna be like a second round pick, but I'm
No.
not fawning over him the way I would guys like this.
I agree. Mike Green is gonna be a top 3 edge rusher off the board in this draft. So I don't think the Lions have a chance at him unless they want to trade up a lot.
DNC ENT says Campbell, and Campbell Sacks Inc. I'm here for it.
Dude, I've just
That might be a shirt idea.
Anzalone, Campbell, and Campbell as your linebacking core would be insane, dude. They
Randall
would be,
Schaub, Randy Moss is from Marshall.
yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, you're good.
You were all right though.
They would be all over. That's 3 freak athletes.
It would suck if you're listening to Dan Miller though. He's like, tackle by Campbell. You're
Yeah,
like,
Campbell gets him down.
Yeah.
That's Campbell in there on the
you
edge.
gotta get some nicknames in that one for sure. Oh, by the way,
JC. Oh, they're both JC. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
to you guys hating on the fucking nicknames, the Going to Work Pistons had tons of nicknames.
Jack. Jack makes the tackle.
Tackle by
Captain Jack.
There you
Fear
go.
the Fro was like a statement, though. That wasn't a nickname.
That was not a nickname. No.
You can't say.
Oh, no.
Big Ben
did you,
is his
hey, did you
nickname.
see Fear the
Yeah.
Fro
Big
today?
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Big
That's
Ben
his nickname.
Yeah.
is his nickname. But also, get with the times, old man.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
Rip.
Like, Rip is his name.
Nickname is the key to success. Why do you think this guy's doing so well? He's got fucking 17 nicknames in
Yeah,
there.
tell that to every UFC fighter ever. They all got nicknames. They're not all successful.
Well, they have to have a nickname.
The Ocho. There was a guy whose nickname was Ocho. And he
What
got
would be
his
what
ass
would be yours?
beat. Jackhammer.
Spatty, I know you're high on Jihad Campbell here, and I want to ask you: are you concerned with the
No,
D
he's high
line
off the
depth?
fucking Benjamin.
Yeah,
Better than fucking
so-
sportsman.
Oh, I told you about that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sportsman,
I might have told you that in confidence. What do you say?
Easy.
Luke?
You said it on air before.
are you concerned, like with the defensive line, like the high-end talent on the D line, like when it comes to depth for the Lions, if they do end up going?
No,
linebacker
that's
here
another
first
reason
round?
why I like going Jihad Campbell in the first round is because the depth of this draft class, you can still get a very good
That's
piece
crazy,
at
Chris.
the interior or defense or exterior defensive line in that second round. I think there are going to still like the difference between players that are going to be drafted around 28 on the edge position or defensive tackle position compared to the players that are going to be drafted around the middle of the second round isn't that big of a gap. So I think you can get the best player available in your spot, Jihad Campbell there, and then still get a very quality defensive line piece in the second round.